Hey, so today we're going to talk from at least my perspective as a person that experiences anxiety, especially in exercise coded spaces. What I do to try and feel less anxious, if not anxious, while in Pilates class. Um, First and foremost, I like to limit my caffeine intake before I go, mostly because if I have a at all empty stomach, it's probably going to irritate it. It's also going to change my water intake. It's also going to make me probably have to go to the bathroom partway through class, and that is not going to make anything more comfortable for me. Beyond that, I like to make sure I've stayed hydrated, um, had something at least small to eat, like in the hours beforehand, and gotten some amount of rest. That one's totally sometimes beyond a human's control. But um, I do communicate with my instructor. I'm usually someone who will like come up quietly before class and be like, "Hey, I like to be in the corner. If you want to correct me, uh, please come tell me. Don't tell me from across the room." Or like, I am better able to control what I do and how I do it when I move slower. It also forces me to pay attention to my own body so that I keep breathing. Um, and also, having done a lot of Pilates, I think it's important to remember that all your hour or whatever length of time it is that you're devoting to your Pilates practice, like Pilates is a practice. It's not by or regress or advanced exercises, sometimes depending on my own needs that day. Sometimes, like, I'm doing the 100 in tabletop. I don't care what anybody else thinks. Like, that's how that's going that day. Or sometimes I'm not lifting my head, neck, and chest because my neck is too tight. Um, there are a million studios out there now, for better or for worse, both online and in person. There's corporate clubs. There's like things that have started incorporating things from, Legree, Megaformers, more athletically driven Pilates. That's all freaking awesome. Just find a place that makes you feel good about being there. If they make you feel bad about being there, like, fuck 'em. Don't give them your money. Don't pay someone to make you feel bad. You don't need that. So yeah, overall, I try to limit my caffeine intake. I try to tell the instructor or set myself up for success by like arriving early if I want to be in one particular spot. Obviously, these don't fit very well. Sorry. And telling them if I do or don't want to be corrected like out loud, or if they should not touch me for corrections. And also, it's 1 hour out of my day, and sometimes I leave early. And I always tell the instructor, it's not you. I just like my stomach didn't feel good or whatever, because it doesn't, sometimes it's just not happening that day. And that's okay too. So give yourself the grace to know that when you come into these situations, like familiarity will help. The more you come, the more you experience being in the studio or hearing certain instructors, you will find your niche. You just have to give yourself the time to do it, I guess. So that's all.